Alright, here we go. Hello, this is CV Ultra 768, and we are back with Phoenix Wright Justice for All. And last time, we finished the first part of the trial by, reading through, Ben and, Trislow's, testimony. God, jeez, what's wrong with me? Anyway. We read through the testimony, we found out, oh, he was trying to give her an engagement ring, and apparently he saw someone wearing Max's hat and cloak, but he couldn't identify it was him. He tried to, lie, saying, oh yeah, that was Max, because he hates his guts, and he wants to get Regina for himself. So, now we suspect the guy in the hat and the cloak was, Russell Berry, the, ringmaster was murdered, but we have no idea why. But now we're on to part 2, and we're about to hear Mo's testimony. So, here we go. I know! I'm trying to remember his voice. I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I take it to laughing at myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. I'm trying to remember. I might be getting his voice wrong. Hang on. You want to hear a joke? Okay, something like that. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? That had nothing to do with the case. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Huh? They'll listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Even I just realized, I was playing a game earlier, and it had another German-speaking character, and, the these are actually said as they. So I'll try to start doing that now. I didn't know that. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my stars will be your straight man later. Thank you! I can't wait! Poor Gumshoe. I like he knows. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can! I'll talk for as long as you want! Okay, yep. What you witnessed. Alright, now we're on to the real testimony. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room! You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped! I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching him, and all of a sudden, Max clocked the ringmaster over the head. Oh shit! That's very interesting! If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now! Oh dear. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm starting to learn, for T's, you actually have to turn them into Z's, apparently. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that. Mr. Wright? Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling.
I understand, Your Honor. Yeah, I did read this in the guide. We can't press all of his statements because we'll get penalized.
If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Great. Alright, so what I read from the guide, we have to go to the third statement. 1, 2, 3. That one did stick out to me, like he looked out the window, he said. I thought I went straight to the... I glanced out the window. Why did you glance out the window? You just happened to glance out the window?
You could say that! You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed! Mr. Curls! Oh, I guess symptoms aren't allowed either. Synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on the issue. Keep pressing.
Exactly why did you look out your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday...
Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud.
Oh, I see where you're getting at. If you were already in bed and you heard the noise, how did you know it was Max and the ringleader outside? You weren't even looking the whole time.
It sounded like a giant thump.
His face.
Oh yeah! Oh, I forgot about that!
You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out his window that night.
Oh yeah? That's right! I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow, ow, owie!
That's not something you just forget to mention.
Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony.
This should start turning the tables in our favor. Alright. So... I'm gonna keep the guide out, actually, just so I know what I'm doing. So it says, let's see. I heard a loud noise outside, so we were on that one. I heard a loud noise outside the window. Let's see, press. I heard a huge noise. Press it, okay. Hold it. What was that sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like... I guess you could say... Miss Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. No, how'd you know that? I was gonna make a joke. I guess that the sound sounded like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yeah, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit.
Huh. What then? You went to look out the window and you saw...
Okay, and then it says... press the sixth statement. So that was... So let me make sure. Go back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the last one. So I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked him on the head. I guess we had to get the detail that it was a loud noise. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head?
Yes, I did! It's the climax of my story!
He really does enjoy the completely random non-separatore. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea! A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't! I didn't see a weapon!
Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of the murder committed that night?
Objection! I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Go.
Isn't this a bit melodramatic? Let me save just in case. Ugh. Again, I'm gonna keep the guide out on this one.
So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. I'll see, what does it say? Okay.
And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason?
Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony.
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. Yep, so that was why we had to press the statement that we made, because if we didn't, we wouldn't be able to prove that.
He did say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
Well, I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
If Mo is to be believed, when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
In 1972, I'm cracking down.
Oh my god, this clown sucks, I hate him.
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit it. These clowns prominently escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick.
These type of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown's makeup to find the truth.
Well, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again!
So now y'all are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes! When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out! Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say! Mr. Curls! Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly! The ringmaster was slumped over, and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court exquisite. Got it? Got it!
Okay. Alright.
It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there!
You're missing one, the white roses. But I mean, I'll stick to the guide.
His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him! His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
Okay.
It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever this should finally be good enough, yeah. But whatever this should finally be good enough, yes.
Okay, sorry.
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night?
He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that.
All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
Okay. So it says on the third statement. For a second, I saw the guide. I thought it said second. So yeah, I did figure it was this one. Cause yeah, those symbols. Well, let me save first, just in case. Alright, and yeah, as I figured, it's the poster, because as we can see in the poster, he has the hat, the cloak, but he didn't mention the white roses. Take it! You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols?
I suppose so! The silk hat and the cloak, right?
Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galacia has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols?
Yeah! Everyone get ready! All together now!
Silk hat, cloak, white roses!
What the?
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like pie? I love pie!
Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fraction.
Order! Order!
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
Objection! The crime scene was dark. It's obviously it was to choose dark to see that kind of detail.
It's kind of hard to do the Z's on the T's.
Objection! But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Objection! Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case?
Clearly not. He's just toying with this court.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with turning the W's into B's. That's the best German I can do. Trying to turn the T's into Z's is too hard. Probably shouldn't have saved there. Oh wait. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me! Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony?
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece get-up?
Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Oh my God, he pointed out a contradiction. Oh.
Now, what I am supposed to think. One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about this. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Glacier. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike Juan, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
But what?
If there are no contradictions in his next testimony, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling?
Nick, this is your last chance.
Alright, hang on. Let me get it ready.
It's the Silhouette Part 2.
Alright, hang on.
Okay.
There's no doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
Okay.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance.
I will not allow even the slightest hint of boundary against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Miss Girl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusation.
I've only got a single shot at this. Gotta be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I need. Alright. So, what I read, you can't press anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it said. On the fourth statement, he was wearing it the entire time. Oh! Yeah, I can see why this is evidence. If he was wearing it the entire time, why did we find it at the scene of the crime? Yeah, if he was wearing it the entire time, then why do I have it in my evidence? This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it! That's the silk hat he was wearing that night, Keith!
No question in your mind?
Exactly! How would one mistake a thing like that?
I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Master always asks these questions. It was found at the scene of the crime. The crime scene? That meant...
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
No! That's not true! Order! 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 Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all of this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court! Hey! That's just not right! That's so hard! What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things! What? Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory! They're both great! Seriously, why do just because you're sitting there, old man, wow! Oh, shit! Enough of these childish outbursts! Mr. Curls, who do you think you are? I saw him! I swear I saw him! It was Max! Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat! I'm telling the truth!
Let me save real quick. We've gotten pretty far and I haven't saved, I don't think.
He's turned into a bratty little kid.
Pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat! He was there!
He left the scene?
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo,
What do you want?
you just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? He went? What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that!
Objection! Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. Objection! This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless.
God! You've got the point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby! Besides, what kind of stupid question is, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened?
Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
I mean, the only thing we could probably present, I want to check the guide real quick, is Max. 'Cause he can fly. Right? Oh, okay, no. Not that. I see it. It says, here. It's saying present the crime scene photo. 'Cause, yeah, when we see the crime scene photo, where are his footprints? There are no footprints, okay. And again, why would I think Max? How dumb of me. We're trying to prove he didn't do it. So anyway, take it. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Oh my god, there are no footprints. I had no idea. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second!
Oh boy.
You guys can't just ignore everything I've said! Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time!
You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt! I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways! I'll give you a real deal this time, I swear!
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Curl! Yes! The testimony you provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false! I haven't lied! It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene! Especially since Von Karma and her wit told me not to talk about what I really saw!
Oh my god, really? Oh, she's so mean. Alright, I gotta let the SD card cool down. Be right back. Alright, here we go. We're almost done. Because I looked at the guy. We're pretty much done with the case. We just have to hear his testimony and we're pretty much done.
Order! Order! I will have order! Francesca von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Curls. You're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
The truth. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he...
Nice little animation.
This is the truth now! Get ready for it! He flew! He jumped up and flew through the air! He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness! That's why there were no freaking footprints! Fly people don't leave footprints!
Oh boy.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Phoenix is like, fuck. Judge is just,
What the hell?
and everybody's just like,
What the fuck?
Well, that was, how do you put it, this into words?
Maximilian Glacier is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right? Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
This actually, well, let me look. His eyes were playing, let's see. His eyes were playing tricks. His eyes were playing tricks. He's telling the truth. This was all a dream, right? He has to be telling the truth. I'll check just in case. Dang it, my guide went down. Did I accidentally get rid of it? Sorry. Hang on a second. I can get there fast. Part 2. Towards the end. I think he's telling the truth, but I want to be sure. Okay. Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter. I can say whatever I want. Okay. I like this one. This is all a dream, right? Right now, I can't believe any of this. I'm not even sure if this day hasn't been some kind of quest dream. Ow! Now do you think it's still a dream, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Okay, so it didn't matter which one I chose. Okay. I just wanted to be sure, though.
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile!
If you disgrace the need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
Yay, we did it. Yeah, it surprised me at the end. I was like, oh wait, there's dialogue choice. Usually they're important, but none of them were. Alright, December 29th, 2:33 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on?
That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you?
I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I used invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No! I broke the first rule! The cardinal rule! The only rule!
I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
Okay.
To be continued.
Alright. Yeah, I think I'm always just gonna stick for the guide. I mean, I'd like to be figuring stuff out on my own, but I'm always gonna have the guide on hand, just so we can keep moving on. Because I'd rather just keep this flow going instead of having to stop. Anyway, December 29th, 3:03 p.m. Wright and Cole offices. Wow, it took us 30 minutes to get here, huh?
Nick,
What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks?
Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them.
That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. And why are we talking about this? Shouldn't we get on with the investigation?
But the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible.
Pearls did a magic trick? Huh. What kind of trick was it?
Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off.
Heh.
First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just spreaded. It just separated, I mean. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
Really? Was it kind of like this?
What? Wow! How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician.
God damn it. Tell you the truth, when I was very young, I actually was like, how do you do that? I remember a friend showed me, and I literally tried to pull his thumb. And I was like, how do you do that? Why'd your thumb not coming off? I literally actually tried to pull his thumb off, because I really thought he pulled it off when I was really young. Oh, that's great.
See, this is why I can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying around from the scene of a murder.
You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Alright. So let's save. And when we come back, we will begin, I believe this is actually our final day of investigation, and hopefully get some answers to this flying criminal. Which I already know, we still haven't met one person, but we'll save that for next time. So, until then, this is my CB Ultra 768, and we'll be back with more Phoenix Wright Justice for All next time. So, stay tuned for that. Bye.